Sagittarius, welcome to your reconciliation reading. Trust that you are seeing this reading when you are meant to see it. The person that is coming up in your mind, trust that this reading is for that person. Trust that you'll get the right guidance. This is for Sagittarius, dealing with a Sagittarius. Wherever you've got Sagittarius in your chart, trust that it's the right time for you to see this reading. Be open to receive, my beautiful Sagittarius, but please, 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 don't go and put your faith all and end all in tarot. This is merely guidance, okay? So take it as it resonates. I'm going to draw you some cards, clarify, and end off with some guidance from the universe. Okay, let's see what we have. If it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you haven't yet done so, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Beautiful Sagittarius, if you would like me to pray for a situation that is going on in your life and you want me to send you some positive vibes, then go ahead and comment with your favorite color heart emoji. Or you can just write the message and I will definitely go ahead and do so for you from my heart. Dealing with a bit of a tough situation here. First card that comes out. I'm going to put this back. First card that comes out is the Eight of Wands. So it feels like you might be dealing with someone that is just placing a tremendous amount of pressure on you. All right? This person is expecting you to be super person, almost like it in a sense, you know? And I think the first question that you have coming up here for you is a bit of a tough one, but is, do you want to be the person that has to give all the time? Or maybe rather, I feel there might be a deeper soul lesson here. And so a question that you might want to ask yourself is, why do you always keep on, giving when it comes to this person? All right? So a deeper soul lesson here, maybe through this connection, and this could be of any nature, but through this connection, it might be possible that there's a deeper wound here that you are, ready to heal, and that this is a close soul family member of yours that came in to sort of like bring to your awareness that you are ready to step away from something toxic, which might be from childhood, it might be some earlier traumas in your life, that this soul family member has actually come to highlight for you. Okay, and so in that way, soul family do often do each other that sort of service. But if you are open to getting to the root of this, the situation, and to heal from it in a beautiful way that is mutually beneficial for your highest and best interest, definitely Sagittarius, then go ahead, place your hand in your heart, take a nice deep breath, say yes to it, write in the comments, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm ready to receive, whatever resonates with you. Two of Cups. So could this maybe be like a soulmate sort of situation? It definitely seems that way. There's a lot of love here. I can tell you that for sure. There's a lot of love here. And sometimes we, and it's almost like I'm drawing short on breath here. But sometimes we want to be very honest with ourselves, and we want to ask ourselves some very honest questions. And one of those would be, or consideration for it would be rather that, would you rather give up something that might be a big blessing for you just to be right? So you got to ask yourself some very honest questions here. Okay, you got to be very honest with yourself. Ask yourself some very clear questions here about what it is that you want the sort of like the end result of the situation to be. Because even though I feel that there might be some, there might be much work here that is required in order to really make a reconciliation work here in this connection, you might be missing out on something really, really incredible if you do not at least consider, to give it that sort of chance. So you might want to just be open to consider that and to see what it is that's coming up here for you. Calling me this one. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I get this very, very clearly that you and this person can make this work. Now, of course, you need to use your own prerogative here. Okay. You need to use your own logic. You want to be safe. You want to be responsible. Okay. But I do definitely get that you and this person have got what it takes to, to reconcile, to make the situation work. I feel there's a much bigger sort of sort of like big picture common goal that you share in actual fact. So maybe communication might be a little bit of a problem in this situation. Maybe some words are said here in the heat of the moment. Could be a situation that maybe somebody is not speaking up, and I feel that this might possibly be the person that you are dealing with. You might be dealing with someone that's a little bit more in sort of like an avoidance sort of strategy instead of actually just talking things out or, speaking in circles. You might even be dealing with someone that might be sort of like speaking around the issue. I feel that you are both incredibly emotionally triggered. That's what I'm getting. You are both emotionally triggered. So both of you might be dealing with situations here that might be triggered from childhood. Okay? And also if you are open to maybe growing and like maybe learning to read cards, now could be a good time for you. So check out the links for my courses in the description. Okay? 6 of Wands. Victory and success in every way, shape and form. Clarifying that 8 of Wands over here. So I do feel that your hard work is paying off with this connection. Even if you are not talking at the moment, I feel that you have invested quite a lot into this connection. You have grown quite a lot. In actual fact, you've both grown quite a lot, in and with this situation. So there's real love here. There's real gold here. There's, I will actually say, there's something very real to fight for here. That's what I would say to you. There's something very, very real to, worth pursuing, basically. Okay? Let's see what else do we have for you. What else is clarified here? Could this have been one of those connections that maybe you were putting in a lot of the work and the other person, were doing sort of minimal? And then the question is why? Okay. There with the 10 of Swords. So yeah, this situation is definitely going to need to be recalibrated. Very much so. You might need to get some counseling in this situation. For some of you, you may have done so already. And you want to question it, like, if you really want to pursue it. As I'm saying, there is some real potential here, but there's also going to have to be some real effort. Okay, so there's real potential, but there's also going to have to be some real effort, because I can see with you there with that Knight of Wands, the trust has been broken. Okay, and for you, Sagittarius, once the trust is broken, this person should count themselves so lucky that you are actually, even contemplating taking things further. I see that for some of you, and this is quite interesting. Even though this reading is about reconciliation, I see that for some of you, you may have started to feel very lonely in a connection where maybe you and this person were still in each other's lives. So it might actually be that for you, you are kind of at that point where you pretty much made up your mind, like your bags are pretty much packed and you kind of out of here, and maybe you're looking at this reading as just the last sort of like, consideration of, do you give this another chance or not? Okay. Now, only you can really answer that question for yourself, but something that comes up very strongly here for your Sagittarius is, what is it that you might miss out on? Okay. What is it that you might miss out on? The High Priestess. It's very interesting with you and this person. There's a real sort of I don't really know what this means. You're going to have to let me know in the comments. But I get a real sort of Thelma and Louise sort of connection here. Now, with that being said, I have never watched Thelma and Louise. So I've heard that it ends tragically at the end. I don't know. I've never seen it myself. Okay? I don't typically watch a lot of television. But I do feel that there's quite a lot of wisdom here. So again, I feel that if you walk out on this, or you don't at least give it another chance, you don't pursue the possibility of what might be, I do get the feeling that you might miss out on something big. But some real work will have to be put in here. Okay? This is one of those things that basically, in order for this to work, some real work is going to have to be put in. This is not just one of those, oh, well, we went through a bad dip and, let's just let's just whistle together and break some bread and have some coffee and all is fine. I don't really see this. This is going to be, it's almost like you have to treat this a little bit almost like a business contract, you know? So if you, for example, imagine if you take someone like me, I'm an entrepreneur, so I pretty much determine my own time. But, you know, some people have this idea that I can just lounge around all day and, you know, go to the beach and lay in the forest and that sort of thing. And I mean, that would be lovely, but you also have to be disciplined. So in order for this to work, pretty much in that sense, there can be freedom, there can be enjoyment, there can be fun, there can be real life moments, but there's going to have to be some real guidelines are going to have to be set in place here. Okay? Seven of Pentacles, if you can work towards the common goals together, then this can be one of the most beautiful connections ever. All right? So again, I definitely feel that it's pretty much worth pursuing. Okay? I feel that there's beautiful potential here. There's beautiful possibility here, Sagittarius. Very much dealing with your person here. You might even call this person, you know, my person or my favorite person. But this is one of those situations where, and I know it might sound a little counterintuitive when you say that, but you might need a little bit more than just love. Okay? Might need a little bit more than just love. Might be dealing with someone here that might need to grow up. Okay? But then a good question to also ask is, and I know that you might not want to hear this, but a good question to also ask is, what is this reflecting back to me about myself, about my beliefs, about my value and my self-worth? All right? Here with the Hanged Man energy, I feel that there's very powerful lessons for you to learn from this situation, and there's very powerful growth potential between yourself and this person. So everything is very indicative of, you know, this being a good connection for you to pursue. And I do now I want you to hear this in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy, you know, I don't mean it in a narcissistic way, but there is a sense here of this person completes me. You know, you are happy with this person. They are, it's almost like they give you the opportunity to, in many ways, be you in a, you know, in a beautiful way. And I mean, with all the respect in the world, Sagittarius, let's just be honest about each other. You can be a bit of a tough nut to crack sometimes, you know. I say that with all the respect in the world, but it's true, you know. So I wouldn't be too quick to sort of like just completely give up on this and to say, no, it's never going to happen. But I do see that some work is necessary here. Okay, maybe, and in some ways, maybe you were a little bit too lenient with this as well. You thought that, you know, the other person just got where you were at and that sort of things. Maybe not. Drawing you some clarification cards for this connection. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress energy, which is all about abundance. That's quite a beautiful one to come out there. Strength energy, Leo energy. I did sort of get a very Leo energy with this reading, and you might want to go take a look at the reading for Leo as well. It was quite a powerful reading. And also Mother of Cups. So you and this person can definitely make things work. You can make things work. You can really beautifully grow. I would even say that, you know, if you treat it, now I'm not talking about a cold situation, but if you do treat it a little bit more, I suppose with a little bit more finesse, but still like a business, I kind of get a sense that there was a lot of things that were just taken for granted here in this connection. So maybe it's a good time to sit down and, you know, really speak to each other and really find a middle ground that work for, you know, for both and for all parties involved. All right. Apart from all of that, Sagittarius, I wish you the best. I wish you love. I wish you happiness. You know, that may the rest of your life be the best of your life. And I just wish you all the most wonderful things in life, you know, from my heart. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know where in the world we are connecting from. Namaste, love and light. I look forward to connecting with you on the next video.